All right, and finally we have Rahu and where Rahu is going to be. So remember, Rahu is everything that we didn't do, that obsession of trying something new, or those parts of ourselves that have hunger because it's the head of a dragon, right? The greedy head of a dragon. Dissociated from Ketu, which is the body of a dragon. They're split into two. So why dragon? Because it's an unconscious drive. We're not very conscious of it. Anyhow, it's karmic, so it tends to be emotional. That drive tends to be emotional. So when Rahu goes to Pisces, well, the good news is that it's lorded by Jupiter. So as long as Jupiter is strong and well positioned, we may have, a way to fulfill this destiny and run through this program, which basically is faith. Now, the corruption of faith, what is that? Falling into too many dreams and illusions, which is something I see very strongly during this year. So, an insane amount of social media, an explosion in illusions. I see mirrors and illusions, and I see even deeper ways to lose ourselves in things that are dissociated from ourselves. Before, at least the point of reference was a common reality. But I see during this time there's going to be an explosion on individual reality, or virtual reality, let's call it, in that way. So there's a bit of madness associated to it. However, if conducted well, this transit could also bring an incredibly high degree of spirituality to the planet. An explosion of, I would say, common sense in in the way that I think, the possibilities are going to be so extreme during this transit of, alternative realities, or dreams or delusions that we can access, right? Like, for example, being able to talk to your computer and, prefer, an AI over a real human being as a friend. Things like that will be confronted with, virtual realities, worlds to escape to. All of that is going to be rising during this year. The cycle is going to be like that. However, if we center ourselves and we use this transit wisely, it may open the doors to understanding higher dimensions of ourselves, intimate dimensions of ourselves, spiritual dimensions of ourselves. So overall, I think it's going to be a great year for people that want to study yoga or spirituality, people that want to nurture um, their inner world or their inner selves, especially during the time where Rahu is going to be in Revati. So that is until July 8th of this starting year. And Revati it's a wonderful nakshatra. So at some point there, Jupiter is going to be in Rohini and Rahu is going to be in Revati. They're both queens in the stories that we know from the Vedas. They're both exalted queens, and Revati, for example, she's a nurturer, and so is Rohini. So remember that Rahu in Pisces does have a relationship with Jupiter in Taurus and Rohini, and they'll be active around the same time. So it's going to be an extremely nurturing year. I see, a lot of possibility, a lot of capital, a lot of investment. So mostly there's fortune and possibility during this year. However, if we squander our energy and we get distracted, we may end up with some trouble, right, in our mind, because of the amount of illusions that are going to be available. So just I always try to remind people that you have your values, right? You have your desires and you have your needs, but you have your values, and your values are those things that for sure that are important in life, not only for you but for others as well. So in the preservation of those values, like freedom, like independence, respect, trust, love, family, a certain degree of acceptance, of equality, right? Democracy can be so our respect for our elders, the pursuit of purity and wisdom. All of these, opportunity may also be a value. So, if we pursue those higher values individually and as a society, we will definitely end up in a good place. We'll understand it's not escapism, or it's not that we're looking for, right? It's not individualism. It's collective. What we can do as a species uh, inevitably affects others. So that consciousness of interdependence, beyond independence, right? Where my power serves the other, I think it's going to come a lot into play during this time. Then finally, from July 8th, Rahu goes into Uttara Bhadrapada. So it is the Shakti of bringing cosmic rain, fertility, Kundalini energy, and the need for seclusion. So again, the question, remember the notes move backwards. So it is the need to meditate and the need to think about, okay, so we've had opportunity, we had nurturing, we had investment. So it's like where to go next with our life, right? What is life all about? And what is the meaning of being a human being? So, in the larger theater of life, we get an opportunity to understand ourselves a little better during this year. Um, Again, try to make the best out of it, believe in your own light, and, try to realize that the abundance of the light of God is always with you, and that the helping hand of God and His associates, His devotees, is always with you, whatever tradition you may come from. There's love, there's light, there's opportunity, and there's always, whatever happened in the past, if you made mistakes, something you must have learned from it about yourself that was beautiful and valuable, on how to redefine your life so that pain and that hurt may not come again. It'll build your character. So try to see the good that life has given you and try to build something beautiful and positive with it. Something that may be transcendental, which is spirituality means that, within our inner world, we have reached first the state of peace and acceptance. And then, with that peace, from a place of peace and love, we meditate. In what way can we add value? In what way can we shine a light, not only for ourselves but for others, and realize that in the infinite tapestry of the universe, right, when we vibrate in harmony and uniqueness and beauty, the entire universe becomes a fantastic possibility if we are highly vibrant and wonderfully exuberant in our passion, in our love, and in our delivery of the service that we have, so that everyone can benefit, right? So try to be bright and beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. External circumstances don't really matter. What matters is that you're shining your light. So from my side, I wish you a wonderful 2024. We don't usually say this, but if you're watching this, know that whatever you went through, you should be proud of yourself because you're here, and you're a little wiser, a little stronger, and just look for that positivity within you, and remember that whatever you believe, you can manifest. So manifest the most beautiful in you. You have that possibility. Pray, and God will help you. Miracles are happening all the time. Actually, the entire thing is a miracle, if you think about it. So, from my side, I wish you well for 2024. May you have a wonderful year, and I pray to my goddess, Srimati Radharani, that she may bless all of you. May you be watching, and find love, find service, shine your light. Radhe Radhe.